Imagine a world where charm masks manipulation, confidence hides a void, and empathy is a foreign concept. This isn't fiction, it's the chilling reality of the Dark Triad. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 3 personality traits that, while distinct, often intertwine to create a potent and often destructive force in human behavior. This is part 1 of our deep dive into narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. Get ready to understand the darker side of the human psyche. First, let's confront narcissism. At its core, it's an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for excessive admiration, and a profound lack of empathy. Narcissists often believe they are special, unique, and deserve preferential treatment. They crave attention like a lifeline, constantly seeking validation from others. This constant need for admiration masks a fragile self-esteem. Any criticism, perceived or real, can trigger intense rage or deep shame. They exploit relationships to boost their own image, viewing others as mere pawns in their quest for superiority and personal gain. Think of the charismatic leader who demands unwavering loyalty, or the social media influencer curating a flawless, but ultimately hollow, online persona. While many possess narcissistic traits, narcissistic personality disorder is a clinical diagnosis, affecting a small percentage of the population. The key distinction is the pervasive, inflexible pattern of behavior that significantly impairs functioning and causes distress. Next, we delve into Machiavellianism, named after Niccolò Machiavelli, the Renaissance political philosopher. It's characterized by cunning, strategic manipulation, and a cynical disregard for morality. Machiavellians are masters of deception. They play the long game, viewing social interactions as opportunities to exploit for personal advantage. Unlike narcissists who crave admiration, Machiavellians are driven by power and control. They are calculating, pragmatic, and often unemotional in their pursuits. They are adept at flattering others, using charm and deceit to gain trust before betraying it when it suits their agenda. You might see this in the ruthless corporate climber, the politician who manipulates public opinion, or even the con artist expertly playing their mark. Crucially, Machiavellians tend to have a more cynical view of human nature, believing most people are easily manipulated and self-serving. Their lack of remorse or guilt allows them to pursue their goals relentlessly, unburdened by ethical considerations. Finally, we arrive at psychopathy. This is perhaps the most extreme manifestation, characterized by a profound lack of empathy and remorse, impulsivity, and antisocial behavior. Psychopaths often exhibit superficial charm, but beneath it lies a deep emotional void. They struggle to form genuine emotional connections. Their actions are often driven by a need for stimulation and a disregard for the safety or feelings of others. Risk-taking is common. They can be incredibly manipulative, but their impulsivity often leads to predictable patterns of destructive behavior and run-ins with the law. Unlike Machiavellians who are strategic, psychopaths are often more reactive and less concerned with long-term planning. While often portrayed as violent criminals, psychopathic traits can manifest in less extreme ways, impacting careers and relationships. The core of psychopathy lies in this profound deficit of emotional experience and a complete absence of guilt or conscience. So, we've established the core traits of psychopathy, a chilling lack of empathy and remorse. But how does this manifest in everyday life, beyond the headlines? It's about a pervasive impulsivity, a disregard for consequences, and a tendency to exploit others without a second thought. This isn't just about grand criminal acts. Think of the colleague who constantly undermines others to get ahead, or the partner who manipulates situations for personal gain, utterly indifferent to the hurt caused. These individuals often possess a superficial charm, a mask that hides their true nature. They can be incredibly persuasive, drawing people in with promises and charisma. But beneath that polished exterior lies a void. A fundamental disconnect from the emotional landscape that guides most human interaction and decision-making. This profound emotional deficit makes genuine connection impossible. Relationships become transactional, tools to be used and discarded when they no longer serve a purpose. The Dark Triad isn't a single entity, but a constellation of dark personality traits. We've explored narcissism and Machiavellianism, and now, the chilling core of psychopathy. But what happens when these traits intersect? The blending of narcissism's grandiosity, Machiavellianism's cunning, and psychopathy's ruthlessness creates a truly formidable force. This is where the true danger lies, where the calculated manipulation meets a complete lack of conscience. It's a potent cocktail for causing widespread harm. Understanding these traits is the first step. Recognizing the patterns, the subtle cues, and the underlying motivations can help protect ourselves and others. In the next part, we'll delve into the societal impact and explore how these traits shape our world, from boardrooms to broken homes. Because these aren't just abstract psychological concepts, they are forces that shape real lives, real decisions, and real consequences. The journey into the darker aspects of human personality continues. Stay with us as we uncover more. The absence of guilt is a defining characteristic. It allows for actions that would horrify others, without any internal moral compass to restrain them. This lack of remorse means they often don't learn from mistakes in the way others do. Each transgression is simply another tool or obstacle, not a cause for regret. Their relationships are shallow, built on a foundation of utility rather than genuine affection or loyalty. When a person is no longer useful, they are simply discarded. The superficial charm can be so potent that it often blinds others to the underlying emptiness. This makes them particularly adept at deception and manipulation. The inability to feel genuine fear or anxiety also contributes to their boldness. They are less deterred by risks that would paralyze others. This fearlessness, combined with a lack of empathy, makes them incredibly dangerous, especially in positions of power where their actions can have far-reaching consequences. The dark triad traits are on a spectrum. Not everyone exhibiting some of these behaviors is a full-blown narcissist, Machiavellian, or psychopath. However, understanding the extreme end of this spectrum helps us recognize the potential for harm when these traits become dominant in an individual's personality. The implications are vast, touching upon everything from interpersonal relationships to the dynamics within organizations and even society at large. We've dissected the individual components of the dark triad. Now, let's consider how they combine to create something even more unsettling. The interplay between these dark traits is where the real complexity and danger emerge. It's not just one trait, but their synergistic effect. The lack of empathy in psychopathy, combined with the strategic manipulation of Machiavellianism and the self-serving grandiosity of narcissism, forms a dangerous triad. This combination allows individuals to pursue their goals with relentless determination, unburdened by moral considerations or the emotional well-being of others. They can adapt their tactics, shifting between charming manipulation and outright exploitation, depending on what best serves their immediate needs. The psychological armor they possess makes them resilient to criticism and setbacks, further enabling their pursuit of power and control. The impact on victims can be devastating, leaving them feeling used, devalued, and emotionally scarred, often struggling to comprehend the nature of their experience. In the next part, we will explore the societal implications of the dark triad and how these personality traits influence leadership, workplace dynamics, and even political arenas. Understanding the full scope of the dark triad is crucial for navigating a world where these traits, in varying degrees, are undeniably present. Join us as we continue to unravel the complexities of narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. We've delved into the core traits of narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. Now, let's examine how these dark characteristics manifest in our everyday lives and professional settings. In leadership, individuals with dark triad traits can appear charismatic and decisive, initially attracting followers. Their ambition can drive innovation, but often at a significant human cost. Workplace dynamics can become toxic. Employees might experience bullying, exploitation, or a pervasive atmosphere of fear and distrust, fueled by manipulative tactics. Machiavellianism, in particular, thrives in competitive environments. The ends justify the means, leading to strategic deception and exploitation of colleagues for personal gain. Psychopaths, with their lack of empathy and remorse, can be incredibly dangerous. They are masters of superficial charm, capable of inflicting severe emotional or financial damage. Politically, these traits can be amplified. Populist leaders might leverage narcissism for grandiosity and psychopathic impulsivity for reckless decisions, all while using Machiavellian strategies. The constant pursuit of power and admiration can destabilize organizations and even nations. Understanding these patterns is the first step towards mitigating their negative influence. Recognizing the signs in ourselves and others is vital. Are you dealing with genuine confidence, or is it a grandiose facade? Is someone truly strategic or purely manipulative? It's important to distinguish between healthy ambition and the destructive drive of the dark triad. The key lies in the impact on others and the absence of empathy. The prevalence of dark triad traits varies, but awareness empowers us. Studies suggest that around 1 to 5% of the general population might exhibit significant psychopathic traits. Narcissism is far more common, with estimates suggesting up to 10% might exhibit narcissistic personality disorder or strong traits. Machiavellianism, as a personality style, is even more widespread, with many individuals employing its manipulative strategies to varying degrees. This means we are likely to encounter individuals influenced by these traits in our daily interactions, from colleagues to acquaintances. Protecting yourself involves setting firm boundaries and trusting your intuition. Don't be swayed by superficial charm or grand promises that feel hollow. In professional settings, document everything. Clear communication and evidence can be your best defense against gaslighting and manipulation. Seek out supportive environments and colleagues who value integrity and mutual respect. These positive relationships are crucial for well-being. For those who exhibit these traits, self-awareness is the first, albeit difficult, step towards change. Therapy can help individuals understand their impact on others. However, true change requires genuine desire and effort, which can be rare given the nature of these personality disorders. Ultimately, understanding the dark triad is not about labeling people, but about recognizing patterns of behavior that can be harmful. It equips us with the knowledge to protect ourselves, foster healthier relationships, and build more ethical environments, both personally and professionally. By staying informed and vigilant, we can better navigate the complexities of human personality and contribute to a more conscious and considerate world. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the dark triad. We hope this series has provided valuable insights into these challenging personality traits. If you found this content informative, please like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into psychology and human behavior. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. What aspects of the dark triad do you find most fascinating or concerning? Understanding these darker aspects of personality is a continuous journey. Stay curious, stay informed, and let's build a more aware society together. Until next time, remember to observe, question, and understand. The path to a healthier society is paved with knowledge and empathy. Let's walk it together.